Welcome to Homeschool Nolan, here to help you navigate learning in the digital age. The other day, my 10-year-old son asked me, why do we need to learn anything if we have ChatGPT and Google? Now, at first I dismissed it as a silly question from a child. But then, as I thought about it some more, it got me thinking, yes, indeed, why learn anything in the digital age when we can always look up almost anything we want to know on the internet? Now, you may have also heard a lot of hype lately about a new service called ChatGPT. Now, instead of returning a bunch of links like a search engine does, ChatGPT has already learned from the internet and can return intelligent answers to your questions in a smart conversational manner, almost like a human being can. ChatGPT goes way beyond what a search engine can do. And it leads me to the question, what do advanced services like ChatGPT, built by machine learning, mean for human learning? And how should we approach learning in a world where machines can now learn and answer questions for us? Before answering this question, we should first ask, what is machine learning? Now, machine learning is obviously a complex subject, but I'm going to do my best to explain how it works at a high level for those of you who aren't computer scientists. Now, machine learning is a subfield of artificial intelligence, which in turn is a branch of computer science. In the world of machine learning, machines learn by coming up with a mathematical model or equation that helps it predict or make a judgment like a human being can. Now, the simple example I like to use is training a machine to learn the difference between, say, a cat and a dog. In order for a computer to learn the difference in recognizing whether an image is an image of a cat or a dog, you have to feed it a lot of images that are either labeled as cat or dog. Now, all the computer can really do is process numbers. So it assigns a number to all the different colored pixels on an image and then tries to build a mathematical model or formula based on all the numbers it gets from each image. Now, the process is very iterative and it requires a lot of data samples. But if you feed it enough images labeled either cat or dog, the computer will eventually be able to learn and then predict whether an image that is not labeled as a cat or dog is indeed a cat or a dog. Now, that's obviously a simplified explanation of how machine learning works. But the key thing to remember is that machines learn by coming up with a mathematical model or equation after training on large data sets. Now, with this understanding of machine learning, we can also better understand what machines cannot learn and do. I recently came across this interesting book, Why Machines Will Never Rule the World. It's a pretty dense book, but the main gist is that computers will never be able to achieve what's known as artificial general intelligence, or AGI, where computers become so good that they're able to reach the same general level of intelligence of human beings, along with abilities to reason and to feel emotion. When you hear the term AGI, think of the synthetic life form Commander Data from Star Trek. Now, the author's main argument is that human beings and their behavior are far too complex to be captured by mathematical models. Humans sometimes do indeed do operations in their head, such as arithmetic, that can be modeled by a computer. But as we all know, humans can also be both rational and irrational. Humans feel empathy and other emotions that, at least so far, can't be modeled and predicted by mathematical equations. So back to my son's question. Why do we still need to learn anything at all when we have Google and ChatGPT and machines learning for us? And what do ChatGPT and machine learning mean for human learning? To answer these questions, we must first ask ourselves, what is the goal of learning in the first place? Now, to me, learning isn't about cramming facts and information into our heads. It's instead about acquiring knowledge and understanding. I can always go online and search for specific physics equations or math formulas, but that doesn't mean I understand them well enough and know how to apply and use them in the real world. I can always ask ChatGPT to write an essay for me on the history of the American Civil War. But unless I have an understanding of American history and some historical context, I will have no way to judge whether the essay ChatGPT generates for me is any good or not. Advanced search engines and chatbots, powered by machine learning, instead of being a replacement for learning, are instead tools that can accelerate and support our learning. Back when I was a kid, my search engine was going to the public library and looking things up in books, magazines, and newspapers. It definitely took a lot longer than today when I can use Google, which saves me trips to the library. Now, with respect to ChatGPT, I don't think chatbots powered by machine learning can ever replace the conversations I've had with teachers and professors who taught me how to analyze facts and understand how to apply knowledge in the real world. I can try to go online and have a conversation with a chatbot on a wide range of subjects, including history and philosophy or Shakespeare. But ChatGPT, in the end, is limited by the amount of information a human being decides to train it on. There is still no substitute today for human learning with other humans who are passionately interested in a subject and always learning themselves. What ChatGPT, search engines, and other online learning platforms are good for is accessing vast amounts of information at your fingertips that then you can use to support and accelerate your own learning and understanding of our world. What you really need to learn is how to process, filter, and analyze all the information available online and then convert it into useful knowledge that you can apply to helping you and others. By the way, if you're looking for an online platform for learning, check out study.com. Study.com has over 8,300 engaging videos on a wide variety of subjects, including language arts, math, history, science, and many more. I use it with my son, and we find it a great way to support his homeschooling as well as my own supplemental learning. Use the coupon code HomeschoolNolan and get 30% off the first 3 months. Check out study.com today. If you love to learn, there's probably never been a better time to be alive with all the online resources out there and advances in machine learning. But remember, these are all tools and not replacements for learning. It's still important for each of us to learn how to use these tools as we acquire knowledge and real understanding of our world. And if you're a homeschooling parent or teacher, I hope this video has helped you appreciate how you might use these new technologies to support your own paths to learning. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to click subscribe for more videos like this one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.